I'm John Skinner, and this supports Chapter 12 of my book, Striper Pursuit, and that chapter deals with baitfish behavior, and you can learn more about the book at striperpursuit.com. Okay, this is a wild scene. I'm going to narrate in a few minutes, but I just want you to watch and listen to what's going to happen over the next 90 seconds or so, because, wow, it is just really something to behold. This is tough, but man, I gotta get a picture of this crap. Holy smokes. Gonna catch nothing. Oh. I felt like I was sitting in a washing machine full of bunker. Yeah, that was something. The boat was actually like rocking back and forth from the wake that those things are making. So yeah, I mean, I'm going to catch some fish, so we're going to get a look at that. I didn't get any off the back of that school. The one I had on got off, and you could see the speed that they were moving with, and I'll say something about that in a few minutes. This is an unusual scene for the middle of summer on eastern Long Island, but we had a nor'easter come through, and it really seemed to spark the fish. And every day when I come home from work, before going to the house, I go up to the local bluff and look at the water, and I was shocked at what I saw this time. Just went to the house, told my wife, fish emergency, hooked up the boat, and gave chase. Oh. Guess I'm gonna have some fun, huh? Whoa. Serious bluefish. Alright, nice lift hook. Perfect. Boy, I wish all the big blues could come off the hook that easily. That was nice. Okay, the rod is a Tsunami Classic Spin, 7 foot, rated 12 to 25 pound test line. The reel's a Penn Slammer 3 4500, spooled with 30-pound spider wire ultracast. And this outfit's just doing a great job on these fish. That's a big one. Damn. It's a bad day to be a bunker. Whew. As soon as I lose this snag hook, I'll throw a bucktail in him. All right. Need some longer pliers. So this method of fishing is known as snag and drop. It's pretty obvious stuff. You snag a bunker, you let it swim, and something hits it. It is not a kind of fishing that I do often. I really don't care to do this kind of fishing. However, in this case, I was in a hurry, threw stuff in the boat, including snag hooks for obvious reasons, and some bucktails. And yeah, so now that I've got a couple fish, I want to see what I can do with a bucktail underneath the school. Maybe if I can get behind them. That's what I should have done. I should have waited. I'm going to cast behind them. If I get in behind them. Perfect. Yeah, this bunker there too. Actually just chewed me right off. Never did anything. Bit that sucker right off. Well, it did hit it though. Alright, so much for the bucktail. That got just bit off immediately. So, alright, I wanted to test out this rod. This is a Tsunami Slim Wave, and I've got a Tsunami Shield 4000 reel on there. So I wanted to push on this thing and see how it would do. So I rigged up a snag hook on it and back to snag and drop. And this is the 7-foot medium heavy Slim Wave. It's rated for 10 to 30 pound test line, but I cut 4 inches off the tip because I wanted to just stiffen it up a little bit more for some heavier stuff. So it's not exactly the stock rod. There's more coming. So this is the backside of a storm. We had a nor'easter come through about 2 or 3 days ago. And I can tell you, it wasn't this kind of action to this extent going on before that. This almost feels like a bass. Just not giving me that bluefish kind of feeling. Now I want to see him. But what are the odds with all those bluefish in the water? It's a big bluefish. God. Wow. Wow. That's the... Wow. Shit, yeah. Oh, yeah, this is why you use 80. Wow. Wow. So the 80 comment there is that I'm using 80-pound leader material with the snag hook, and I do this because I don't like using wire. I think it's not good for the bass fishing. The 80 holds up surprisingly well to these fish. I did not lose a snag hook in this, which did surprise me, but it held up. I did change the knot a couple times, but it held up well. That Slim Wave rod, oh my goodness. So the idea there is it's a very light weight in terms of actual weight, but a lot of power. And so that was fun. That was my first big fish on that. And it's my first trip out with those 9-inch Berkeley pliers, and that was very good timing. They came in handy this trip. Okay, last and biggest fish of the trip here. And this school covered about 4.5 miles in 90 minutes. Yeah, this one was a real brute. Okay, thanks for watching.